Hello and welcome to another episode of Snubbed. This is number 15. And the movie I watched this time was His Girl Friday from 1940. So this is going up against the 1940 movies, which were Rebecca was the winner, All This in Heaven 2, Foreign Correspondent, Kitty Foyle, Our Town, The Grapes of Wrath, The Great Dictator, The Letter, The Long Voyage Home, and The Philadelphia Story. His Girl Friday is a 1940 American screwball comedy film directed by Howard Hawks, starring Cary Grant and Rosalind Russell, and featuring Ralph Bellamy and Gene Lockhart. Plot centers on a newspaper editor named Walter Burns, who is about to lose his ace reporter and ex-wife Hildy Johnson, newly engaged to another man. Burns suggests they cover one more story together, getting themselves entangled in the case of a murderer, Earl Williams, as Burns desperately tries to win back his wife. The screenplay was adapted from the 1928 play The Front Page by Ben Hecht and Charles MacArthur. This was the second time the play had been adapted for the screen, first occasion being the 1931 film, which kept the original title, The Front Page. So it was produced by Howard Hawks, cinematography Joseph Walker, edited by Gene Havlick, production company and distribution company Columbia Pictures. Released January 18th, 1940, with a runtime of 92 minutes. This was not nominated for any Oscars. When the movie started, Rosalind Russell's character has the name Hildy. And I was like, I feel like I watched something else where there was a character named Hildy. And then there was a moment in the middle where the prisoner, the accused murderer, escapes from prison, and all the reporters run to the window and are looking out and seeing him run away and stuff. And I was like, this is very familiar. And I realized then that it was a remake of The Front Page, which was part of the 1931 Oscars, I think. The very different version of it. I feel like I liked that one, and I feel like it had maybe a little bit of humor in it, but this was like bonkers humor, as it says it's a screwball comedy. One of the trivia facts I saw on IMDb was that, a typical movie has about 90 words per minute, and this one has 240 words per minute. It's just nonstop dialogue and talking over each other, and that was another thing that was kind of unusual at the time. There was another movie that I did review that was nominated for an Oscar with Katharine Hepburn called Stage Door, and that one had people talking over each other, and this one did as well, but I think Stage Door was maybe the first one where they did that. Hawks had difficulty casting His Girl Friday, while the choice of Cary Grant was almost instantaneous. The casting of Hildy was a more extended process. At first, Hawks wanted Carol Lombard. Cost of hiring Lombard in her new status as a freelancer proved to be far too expensive, and Columbia could not afford her. Katharine Hepburn, Claudette Colbert, Margaret Sullivan, Ginger Rogers, and Irene Dunn were offered the role but turned it down. Dunn rejected the role because she felt the part was too small and needed to be expanded. Jean Arthur was suspended by the studio when she refused to take it. Joan Crawford was reportedly considered. Hawks then turned to Rosalind Russell, who had just finished MGM's The Women. Russell was upset when she discovered from a New York Times article that Cohen was stuck with her after attempting to cast many other actresses. Before Russell's first meeting with Hawks to show her apathy, she took a swim and entered his office with wet hair, causing him to do a triple take. Rosalind confronted him about the casting issue. He dismissed her quickly and asked her to go to wardrobe. Grant's character describes Bellamy's character. This was an ad lib by Cary Grant. He describes Bellamy's character by saying, he looks like that fellow in the movies, Ralph Bellamy. According to Bellamy, the remark was ad libbed by Grant. Columbia studio head Harry Cohn thought it was too cheeky and ordered it removed, but Hawks insisted that it stay. Grant makes several other inside remarks in the film. When his character is arrested for kidnapping, he describes the horrendous fate suffered by the last person who crossed him, Archie Leach, Grant's birth name. I thought I heard him say Archie Leach, and I knew it was a familiar name. When Earl Williams attempts to climb out of the roll-top desk in which he has been hiding, Grant's character tells him, "Get back in there, you mock turtle." Grant played the mock turtle in the 1933 film version of Alice in Wonderland. So this one, I'll be quick. This one was funny. It was, Cary Grant, I like a lot. And Rosalind Russell was very good in this too. They played off each other well, especially with the rat-a-tat dialogue. And It was pretty good. I gave it 3 stars. Was it snubbed? No, I don't think so. I mean, there were a lot of really good movies in this round. And, again, with 10 movies, maybe it could have knocked one of the other ones out. There was a couple that I didn't really like that much. But this one, I don't really see this one getting nominated. Again, not that it was bad, just that it's kind of wacky comedy. So I will just leave it at that and say I enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time for the 1941 Oscars.